Hi, my name is Bob Campbell. This is my personal teaching philosophy video reflection. Since starting my student teaching here at Buckeye High School, I've developed a lot in the profession, and my teaching philosophy has developed and grown throughout this experience. I'm very big on allowing students to explore and grasp the knowledge without the help of an instructor as much as possible. And I'm a physical education teacher, so for instance, sometimes there can be something where it's basically too much coaching, meaning if you give a student a cue on how to shoot a basketball, and then you give them another cue and another cue and another cue, there's too many things going on for them to work through the skill and progress through the skill. So rather than over coaching them, I like to allow students to kind of work through it on their own. Maybe I'll give them one single cue and then watch and walk around the other parts of the class, coaching other students, and then I'll come back, and if that student's mastered that cue, I'll acknowledge that and then allow them to and give them another cue if necessary to improve their basketball shooting or whatever skill and drill we're working on for that day. I've also developed the ability to recognize. I've had students that have been quote unquote troublemakers in class, and allowing for feedback with these students. So talking to them on the daily or every few days about maybe what's going on, why they're participating or not participating, I should say, how we can improve that, how we can get them to participate. And that ties into both the technology piece and the Christian worldview piece. So a few of my students at Buckeye High School weren't participating in class at all. They wouldn't dress out, and at Buckeye, if you don't dress out for physical education, you don't get points. I'd talk to them and ask them, what's going on? Why aren't you participating? And at the beginning, they just say, oh, not today, maybe tomorrow or whatever. And they would, it was revealed later, the student approached me and said, well, the reason why I haven't been dressing out is because I can't afford to buy shorts for this class. And so me and other department, people in the physical education department kind of pooled our money together, and we bought shorts and t-shirts for students. And I believe that's to serve these students. I believe that's what the Christian worldview is all about. So serving others and showing Christian worldviews of compassion and allowing others to succeed and be successful and have an equitable opportunity is a big part of the Christian worldview. And that was an experience I had in this student teaching experience that allowed me to showcase the Christian worldview and to help others, and something I'm really proud of. I also believe that utilizing technology is something that I hadn't considered before in the physical education field, but it's pretty interesting and crucial what you can do with technology to help improve your lessons. For instance, just communication in general, communication with parents and students about, why their student is failing and what they can do to improve their grade is something that technology, without the use of that, it would be nearly impossible to communicate with parents. Sending emails and, because you get into the whole telephone tag game and sometimes you can't really express what's going on with the parent. So being able to have email and other things like that is really helpful. Another interesting technology piece that I'll share is being able to track performance with technology. So whether that be through Excel or different apps and applications, such as measuring force production with it's called a Tendo unit. So it's a machine that will attach to a barbell or different apparatus, and based on the weight of the barbell and the speed at which the barbell moves, you can measure force output. And in athletics, force output is king. Power is king, essentially, in most power sports. So the ability to measure and then therefore improve power output with technology, as opposed to a coach's eye, is something that I think brings value, especially at the high school level, where that's not really being implemented at this point. You see that more in college and professional teams. But if you were to implement that at the high school level, I believe you'd have a distinct advantage in your athletics and for your students. So to wrap up, this student teaching experience has been awesome, and it's really helped me to develop my personal teaching philosophy. And thank you for watching.